Activity 2, contour lines. We're looking at the art element of line. So before we start this lesson, you need to know what a line is. A line is something that moves, and a line can be emotional or it can be descriptive. So if you have an angry line, you might have the like that, or a soft, gentle line, or it can be used to fill a space. So if you look at Hundertwasser's work, he has, well, we know that he rejected the straight line. And what he has done, he's used the line to fill a space, but also to describe shape. So the line goes over the shapes, under the shapes, and around the shapes. And then the line follows the line, which is contouring. You also might notice when you look at his work that he uses complementary colours. So we have the green and the red, the blue and the orange and the lines. So he's obviously thinking about his colour as well. And now we're going to go and investigate line. This is an exciting activity. I love this, and it's very, very relaxing. First of all, you need paper. I like to give the students 4 sheets of A5 paper, and I like them to have 4 attempts of the activity. A black marker, and optional is oil pastels or watercolours, which we will try both, and we'll talk about colour later on. First, let's just talk about the lines. So to start this exercise, I like to start the students off with the easiest one, and you do have to show them. So you put some dots on your work randomly, not too many, and basically they just work from one side to the other. I'm left-handed, so I work left to right. Now when they hit a dot, they go over the shape and continue on to the end. Then they contour, so they are following the line that they just made. You can make the lines a little bit thicker, and you can make the lines a little bit thinner, so you can change the width of the lines. Now you're going to keep going, and I'm just going to talk you through the next dot. So around, I'm following the line, and I'm getting to that next dot. Some of the students panic. You don't panic when you get to the next dot. You stop, you go around and continue. That's it. So you're just going to finish. I'm just going to finish the page, and then I'll show you the next one. So I've finished one page using a dot. Now, contour lines and shapes, they can follow any shape and any line. So this is why I get the students to do it 4 times. The next one, we're going to do a square. So they can be different shaped squares, but not too big. And we're going to start this one a little differently. So I'm going to do 4 squares. Now this time we're not starting at the bottom, we're going to start halfway between a square. And we're dividing the page now into 2 halves. So we're going to work one way and then we're going to work the other way. Now this is a little bit more complicated for the students, so they need to watch you do it, and some will get it and some won't get it. That's okay, just see what they can do. That's part of the journey and the learning. So I'm just going to go down towards myself. So I'm going around the square, and then all I do is follow the line. I'm coming to that other square, and I just go around the line. Now I'm going to go to the other half. So I'm going around the square, I'm going up. Okay, now to make it even more exciting, you can put a few different shapes in one picture. So I'll do one more. This time I'm going to do a diamond, an oval, a circle, a square, do a semicircle. There we go. I might do one more diamond and start at that big diamond. So I'm going to go half and half again, a top half and a bottom half. So there's two sides of the paper. I'm going around the shapes to describe them with the line. And you can feel that this is very relaxing when you work, and you really lose yourself in the flow of the lines. Okay, there we go. So now I have I've got 3, but you'll have 4 different styles of contour lines. Now this is an opportunity to revisit Hundertwasser's work and discuss colour. I'm going to use oil pastels this time, but you could use watercolours. You can colour in every line, but I've done that with a class and it takes forever. So I would not be so worried about colouring in every line, but maybe make colour choices or colour rules. So we just saw Hundertwasser's work and the complementary colour of red and green, so let's start there. I'm going to start with a green and I'm going to start with a red as complementary colours. And I'm going to start anywhere in the middle. And oil pastels are beautiful because they're bold and bright colours, and that goes hand in hand with Hundertwasser's work. So now we have finished our 4 drawings and made each one slightly different. We have purple and yellow, a complementary colour, blue and orange, complementary colours, red and green, complementary colour. So you have the linear contour lines following, and then you've brought in the colour. And you can see how this relates to Hundertwasser's work and how it describes the space around the shapes. And doing it 4 times in 4 different ways gives the students a real opportunity to improve. I have found that if you want the students to colour in every line, that becomes a bit of a nightmare because it takes them a long time to colour in. And also the first time I did this, I was really hard on the kids, and I was making them stay between each line, and they weren't allowed to colour in 2 lines at a time, where see here on the green one I've done 2 lines at a time, which I wouldn't let the students do, but I soon relented because some of them had the lines so thin that they couldn't get the pastel in. So that's okay, it doesn't matter if they break the rules. That was me just at the start having a final image of what I wanted it to look like, and battling with the students, and you have to give in sometimes and let them go on their own journey, and I've learnt that the hard way, or the easy way. I've learnt it anyway. So we have our 4 finished works, and they're all different, and now I'm going to put them on a backing piece of paper. I display these as 4 pieces on 1 piece of paper. So just to show you what they look like on different colours, I'm going to just show you how the colour makes it pop even more. So that's 1. And now I'm just going to show you another colour. I might show you one more. I really like how the whole picture changes. The whole picture's changing when the background changes. Sometimes we just stick to black, but the colour can really add something else. And one more colour just to show you. Colour, it's great. Colour and line. Now, just quickly about display and reflection. Another way to display these works is to get a piece of cardboard and put them back to back like this, and make a linear mobile, and that can look quite spectacular as well. Now, even though we're doing Hundertwasser, there are other places that you can find contour lines, and sometimes it's good to bring these other things into your discussion with the students so they have more information. So contour lines are found in topography or mapping, or if you have aerial views of the world, paddy fields, or you might see lines in water. So you might actually look for some natural photos or mapping photos to show the students with Hundertwasser's work, so they can get an idea of contour lines in different ways. The students will enjoy this. It's very relaxing, and it's a great way to look at Hundertwasser.